I really belong to a kind of a new type of hybrid people that have lived in many places, that are connected to many places in many various ways. And I'm not the only one. I think that there is a wave of artists that really highlight also the fact that between your origin, your country of birth, to who you are, there is a conversation. It's not a one-to-one relationship. You are not branded in any way by where you are from or where you have been, but you are opening a dialogue with those places. It's true, you know, I'm not the most pragmatic person. I mean, that's something that goes like a red thread. I mean, look at my piece for Donau Eschingen. A huge orchestra, and I think I even asked an additional contrafagot, plus 5 solists. One of them is the tubax, from which there are 5 in the world, plus live electronic. I mean, please, a person who has, you know, an inch of pragmatism would not have gone there. So in that sense, when I was lucky enough, and and this is something fantastic, I was lucky enough to get opportunities to do something extraordinary, which was exactly what I wanted to do, I was not considering what will happen. But I always took very good care to have really good recordings, because this was the afterlife of my music. So if it's not going to be played again, it will have afterlife in recording. Strangely enough, even the piece for 5 solists, huge orchestra and live electronic, have been played 3 times in Donau Eschingen, in Salzburg Festival, and in Berlin. So things on the balance with pragmatism have actually, in a very weird way, happened. This is music that one element in it is something that I like to call scaling. I don't know if this word even exists. It exists, however, in my mind. And what it is it is all about resolution. Just like in computer, where you can see something and the resolution is so fine that you can see the hair on the hand you're photographing, or you can see the same person as a small ant near the pyramid. So this change of perspective, where the same thing can be viewed very, very clearly, or as a point which is totally unclear in relationship to something else, has 2 elements. First of all, it's the change, you know, what the relativity to the environment, the context, but it's also the clarity of detail. And I deal with those type of changes of perspective very, very often in my music. If you want, it has also to do with, you know, being in many different places, adjusting to different ways of dealing with the world. Yeah? So this is a part of the tools that you have to acquire. And this is all inside the music. In a way, the music is practicing the same thing. What I've heard again and again, you know, talking to classes in the universities here, how is the audience supposed to approach that? What about accessibility? And I'm sorry, for me this is not exactly a question, accessibility. I would like, for me accessibility could be redeemed by a different word, which I would call maybe an impulse or engagement. I wouldn't like everything to be understood immediately, but I would like a kind of an impulse to grow, oh, I would like to hear that second time. Yeah. It is a strange bridge to go, because you don't want to write music that will be actually so covered and so internalized and undecipherable that nobody can get in, and nobody would like to even have the interest to get in. So there are some things in the music that needs to call out and to say, while you are not getting in now, there are things here that you can hold on to in second or third listening that will get you in the future if you will engage. That's not something exactly, you know, I don't put those things as a kind of manipulation in the music, but I know that I'm communicating in that way. Yeah.